What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. It is Thursday, noon Central Time. That means it's time for Dispatching Live, where we're going to look at the load boards. We're going to talk about rates, carriers, brokers, dispatchers, central dispatch, super load board. What load board do you want to talk about? What do you want to look at? What do you have to say? Do you have something to send in? Is there something that you have a question about? Or maybe you just want to talk about? We've got definitely have a strange topic today. Accounts getting hacked on load boards with carriers and stuff. Really? That's happening? Yeah, I think that's happening. Where's that bell at? Please do click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link, send it, share it, email it, track it. You know, jump in the live chat with your stuff. Go in the comments below. Please do that. Yeah, this is Dispatching Live. This is the experience. It's 90 minutes a week, and we're proud of the stuff happening. We're gonna actually, I think we're the only place you're gonna find today's topic. And it may not seem like a big deal when it affects you. It will be a big deal. This is gonna mess up what's happening. Like everything's not already messed up, anyways. Let's do this. Please do help me wish a very warm welcome. She's my co-host. She's here every Thursday. She runs a dispatch office. Sue, can you see me and hear me okay?
I can. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing pretty good. I know that just to tease it up, what do we talk? What's today's show about? But just again, just a light teaser.
The
There's
hacking that is going on everywhere.
hacking. There's hacking going. Are you
Stealing
guys?
of cars, that kind of thing.
Whoa. So
Yeah.
it's not just,
No, it's not just hacking.
it's
There's
not
more to
okay.
it.
This is, yeah,
Yeah.
this is okay. So, hey, Elena's here in the live chat. Ty is here. Sue is here. Please do say hello. Are you seeing any hacking? So this is growing. That's
Yes.
what's weird too. So we had that show with Daniel,
Yes.
and now it's a hackathon.
Yes.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Wow. All right. So let the hackathon begin. Well, I guess it's already begun.
Yes.
And now we
And if
need to
Daniel
talk
shows
about it.
up today, we need to ask him if he's still getting hacked too. If
My
he's coming
guess is
on.
he is.
I'm guessing he is too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Before we do that, what's going on the load boards? As we like
Let's
to check
see.
in. Yeah.
We are at
Is that the same?
30,219. Well, it was 30,485, so yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're
Wow.
only short, which is kind of shocking. I mean, well, it is
It's
also,
weird.
I guess, good. That means we're not dropping so fast that we're either staying steady or it's going to go up. I mean, 30,000 doesn't mean that we've got great loads. I will say I have noticed they're getting a little bit easier and better. Some places are still tight. Like if you go into a certain area, you may not get out of there without taking a little jump to another, like say you're down in San Antonio and you had to take a jump to Dallas just to get moved or something like that. You know what I mean? Um, but like a couple weeks ago, I was out of Kentucky and there wasn't a load. And you know, Kentucky's one of my favorite places to go to, like
Yeah.
Ohio.
Me too.
There was nothing out of Kentucky. This week, there is so much out of Kentucky. It's unreal. And they're good paying loads too. Um, there's stuff going to Memphis, there's stuff going to Kansas City, to St. Louis. I mean, all over the place. So if you need to go to Kentucky, go for it. But yeah, it seems this week it's not as hard, if that makes sense, to get loads. So
Well, that's good. I want to ask you more about that. By the way, so Silver Mint's talking about ad hacking. No, that'd be
no,
YouTube. YouTube
that's
just
next.
ads. They add ads. In fact, do you know what? You know what I just saw Tuesday night? I
What?
actually got a pop-up window on my live stream,
Really?
and it said ad starting in 4, 3, and I was able to skip it.
Yeah.
So I will try to stay on live ad skipping, but yeah,
How are they
YouTube
doing
is.
that?
You know now this is awesome. I mean, because you can't. And you guys want to know a secret about YouTube?
What?
You can't make any money here.
Right. Right.
Okay, you
Right.
can't. That's why you'll see this, and I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry. I deliver bad news all the time. anybody who thinks like you'll see some car haulers that are like, oh yeah, car hauling. I'm not sure if this is for me. I'm also going to be a YouTube car hauler. Okay. Now there are a couple of guys making content that are legit car haulers, and I'm not here to judge.
Right.
That is not my job. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So when you go from car hauling into like YouTube car hauling, you're like, oh, I'll just be a YouTube car hauler, and the views that will supplement my income.
Yeah.
There's no money, I'm telling you. Unless you get 1 million views, which I have never seen in car hauling. A million views is real money.
Right.
In trucking. You are better off booking 3 loads from anywhere to anywhere, and you'll still make more money than a month on YouTube. Okay? So there's no money in this. That's why I have advertisers. She's working. Without advertisers, this channel dies. So, I mean, allegedly, I don't have my hand on any books right now, but I'm just saying, so like YouTube car haulers, it's not, but I still watch it. Hey man, I'm here to watch it too.
YouTube's fun.
And
I mean, they have crazy shit on there all the time, and not just that.
Hey, you want to see a crazy video? Here's one. Let's watch a crazy video.
Okay.
I queued this up just for you guys. Let's see here. Here we go.
911 Turbo. And he's taking up this super steep ramp, and I see him start to lurch and go back and forth and hear the car just revving and revving, and obviously eventually I start to see it just bellowing smoke. But by the time I was out there, he had already completely cooked the clutch. So we had to call the customer and explain that we're going to have to get this trucking company to try to pay for a clutch, which obviously they're going to make us sue them over. And it was just an unending nightmare. We had another guy come to pick up a Ferrari F430. It was an F1 car, and he thought he could just drive it like an automatic. But he comes back about 10 minutes later and says, the car won't go into gear. And I said, well, I watched you put the car into gear and drive it, which didn't happen in neutral. So what you're saying is that since you've had the car, it won't go into gear. He said, well, I guess so. So I go out there, and he has this ramp that Evel Knievel wouldn't have gone up to try to get this Ferrari in there, and he's cooked the clutch. So we've got to push the car back in and schedule a new clutch install and try to collect money from this guy. Then I remember we had a guy pick up an...
Okay, so there's the video, right? So, and I think Ty did send in that video. Ty, thank you so much for sending in the video. Oh, hey, Mark is making super chat martinis. My favorite. Yeah.
So the real question with that guy was, if it happened to you once, why would you let it happen to you again?
Well, that is the funniest thing about that video is he literally tells 2 same stories.
Yeah. I'd never let them in the car unless they knew what they were doing after that, right?
Well, I think it's 2 separate stories. And I'll tell you here, and you can share the screen when you're ready. This is here's your takeaway. You could see this is literally how he and so many others see transporters.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know nobody wants to hear that, right? And I don't know how we fix it. It's kind of like, you know what? It'd be like if you were at a restaurant and you said the waitress coming and you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
But you don't. When you see the waitress come, you're like, waitress? Oh, thank God the waitress is here. But in auto transport, oh God. The carrier's here. Oh God.
Well,
all right,
I would be going,
order a new clutch.
Do you know how to drive
He's
this?
Here.
And, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think I just let them in the car.
Well, that's just, I don't know,
On a high-end car. You know what I mean? That's not just some cheap Camry out there.
But at the same time, there are dealerships, there are dealers. When they see the carrier, they're jumping up and down like, oh my God. They look like meeples or lemmings. Oh my God, the carrier's here. Hey, what's up, Lakeisha? Thanks for saying hello.
Hey
Sue, you can go back to the load board when you're ready. Because what I want to know is, I'm a load board. Mm-hmm. So, here's a thought I was having. What if you could... oh, Daniel is here.
Oh,
awesome.
hey.
Hey, Daniel, how's the hacking going?
Yeah. I'm trying to get
I mean that in all sincerity because we're going to talk about hacking. This is the Getting Hacked show on Dispatching Live. Are you getting hacked? Sue's going to be talking about it. Daniel started the conversation. In fact, Daniel, did you bring the hackers to ATI? That's what we're wondering.
Because it started happening to me right after that.
Exactly. That literally Sue started getting hacked. Is that right? You started getting hacked right after Daniel?
Well, like all of us, yeah. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Like, are the hackers watching? And that's the thing, too. All right, I'm going to do this again. All right, there are 14 people watching, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put got an extra like. If you're a legit person, please leave a like. Like if you're a human. If you're not legit human and you're a hacker, don't leave a like. Let's find out how many hackers are here with us today. We should have we got 14 viewers, 13 viewers, we should have 13 likes. Okay, so we have 5 hackers. Because we have 8 likes. Is that right? Are there 5 hackers with us? Because I'm telling you, the reason I'm saying this, I'm not trying to be like a total, like, you know. Thank you, PDQ. Thank you so much. Oh, no, God, wrong button. Yeah, Vance is hacked. Oh, Vance is a bot. Here's the thing. We had 20 plus viewers. I asked several times for likes and only got to like 10. There are either lawyers in the audience or hackers. Then maybe that'll be the next show, lawyers and hackers. I don't know. Or brokers. Oh, we're up to 11. Okay, good. So we're low on hackers today. I like that. Thank you very much. Obviously, that's a ploy to get more likes. But still, I don't want more hackers than lawyers in the audience.
You know what's weird? I cannot get the page up to give you my screen.
Oh, you can't? You can't share?
It's not letting me share. It's like it's totally shut me down here.
Well,
really weird. Okay, there it is.
That is weird. Oh, okay, cool.
I got it. All right.
All right, cool. All right, so back to the loads. Okay. Well, here's one of the things I was thinking when you were just... Because we haven't done, or have we? Do you ever measure week by week by week how you're doing with, like, gross revenue or... That would be an interesting stat, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What? Hey, now, wait a minute. What if the TMS could calculate on your behalf in the reports week by week by week revenue? The TMS could do that, right?
True.
You should put in a note to Brittany. Hey, Brittany, Jay's got an idea for reports.
Well, I have a few ideas for reports for them, but...
Uh-oh.
Well, I've asked for certain reports to be done for a couple of years now, and I don't know if they just can't do it or what. But it doesn't work the way I would like it to work. But if it would work the way I liked it to work, I wouldn't have to invoice everybody every week. I could just push the button and it would invoice out my drivers every week off of Super Dispatch. So, yeah. So Beck wants to talk to me. I'll tell him how I want it.
All right. Well, I tell you what. That's interesting you say that because I was having a conversation with Beck, and we'll talk more about this in the future. But yeah, I think there is. I think there is a search for feedback somewhere in there. All right, let's do this. It's 12:15. Oh, let's finish in the live chat. Daniel is here with us. Lakeisha's here with us. Oh, Roberto. I bet you that guy wanted to be paid 21 cents per mile, and then it happened. Right. Well, see, and I'll tell you what, Roberto, I love that comment. Because I said to a broker, I was talking to a broker that had Cocaine Bear show up at the dealership. Okay? And not the comedy version. Have you heard the whole Cocaine Bear conspiracy? Controversy? Cocaine Bear, what does that movie look like, everybody? What kind of movie do you think it is? Sue's busy.
Sorry, say it again.
Oh, you're good. Cocaine Bear. You've seen the previews, right?
Yes, I want to see it so bad.
All right. Why do you want to see it so bad?
Because it looks hilarious.
Exactly. Guess what? Is it hilarious?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Ty says it is not a comedy. Do not show up thinking that you're going to laugh out of your pants.
Ty, did you see it?
Ty went and saw it under the premise that he thought it was a comedy.
Funny. Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's a comedy. Guess
it's
what?
a comedy thriller, I think is what they say it as, because people are getting killed.
All right, Daniel, was it a comedy? Did you laugh?
So he watched it. Oh.
I saw, he said comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
No, Ty
See,
walked
Ty
out.
left. Ty did not know he was going to a bloody slasher film featuring animals.
The deaths were insane.
Okay, so is that a comedy? You know, there's a point
Well,
of
I
where
think they say it's comedy thriller. I think that's how they're preliming it when I saw the thing on there. But
Jeffrey Dahmer, you'll laugh yourself to death. That's Cocaine Bear, okay? Okay. But he laughed too. All right, well, yeah, people were... Okay, anyways, so Cocaine Bear shows up at the dealership, and I assumed... It is a little bit like clickbait. I assumed that the broker wasn't paying enough. And the broker's like, no, actually, the load paid fine. It looks like we didn't vet the carrier enough. So we have a problem now. Because we're so used to seeing crap loads, we assume that crap load is going to get you crap carrier. And that way, good paying load should get you good paying carrier. This is actually another problem that we have. So the guy that cooked the clutch, who knows? But I agree with you. On its face, I'm assuming when they get a guy that cooks the clutch, they didn't pay enough. But we can't confirm or deny, right?
Well, that's true, but also if it happened to you once, okay.
Well, right.
But if it happens to you again,
well, here's the thing. I think that I'll agree. When he said he saw the ramp that Evel Knievel wouldn't take,
that should have been your first clue.
Yeah, ask for the keys back.
Yeah, don't let them do it.
Yeah, dude. Now that's
I would
funny.
be out there with them.
I mean,
while they're starting the car, so they make sure they didn't cook the clutch, right?
I realize you want the car moved.
Right.
But come on, man. That's like going to Walmart and you know you need a TV and the only one they have is cracked and broken. You're still going to buy that? Come on, man.
Well,
you know, I'd be on the phone and be like, dude, first I'd take a shot of the ramps, then I'd be on the phone and be like, dude, I'm not giving the car to this guy.
Right.
He's going to cook the clutch and drive it over
off
the
the
cab.
edge
Yeah,
whatever,
I mean, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
PDQ, thank you so much. It does seem that at the moment, see, now we've got 16 viewers and 13 likes, so we got 13 lawyers and hacker, or 3, anyways.
Can we like every time you're on? Just once you like.
You can only like once a show.
Oh,
which I know sucks. Doesn't that suck? You can only like once a show.
I thought once you liked it once, it was done. To be honest,
yeah, once you liked it, it was done. Like and done.
So not.
You can only like once. Richard Cunningham, always enjoy. Oh, thanks, Richard. That's awesome, man. Really appreciate that. I think, Sue, do you enjoy doing the show?
Yeah, I have a good time. Yeah,
I know. I like to as well. Some of the topics tick me off, though.
Well, yeah, you know they do me.
Right?
We've got a couple shows named Sue's named Piss. So.
We got a hell of a ticker coming up. Yeah, let's get into the industry news. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take this screen. And I just want to say this, too, is that, oh, hey, Sergey, what's going on? And see, everyone knows they're welcome here. Really, they are. Everybody's welcome here. Or we can do like and take it back and then like again. Yeah, you can do that. That's a good time. There is no show like this show. I've been watching other content to see, like, you know, like especially one of the big gorillas in the room is making like this daily content, and they try to fun it up. All right, I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna stop there. Otherwise, I'm a jerk. Thermonuclear Thursdays. That's right. That's Dispatching Live. You said you wanted transparency. Well, I didn't know I was gonna get hacked. Yeah, that's today's show. You know, we've been talking a lot about Sue is Pissed. Has been a real popular series. Because Sue is just not loving this.
No,
Are you? Is anybody loving this?
no,
Ba
I don't.
da ba ba ba.
You know who loves it is transporters who can cancel the load without getting in any trouble
Oh
whatsoever. That's who's gonna
yeah,
like that.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing us to be even shadier. That's
Yep.
awesome. Nice work.
Yep.
We say that, the truth and transparency, it'll seem a little strange at first. But yeah, don't adjust your set. It's called the truth. Transportation dumpster fire. Oh, God. I don't even know where to get started. But what we're trying to do is, I like to say it this way. We're following the disconnect between sales and operations. Just because some dude can sell it, don't mean that's how it's going to happen. You know what I'm talking about. Show me the truck. We love to see the pictures of the truck. Here's John. John sent this in. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
So that's the 3-car wedge with extensions, right? Is that what that is?
I want to say yes.
Yeah,
Man, look at that.
fine.
He's got that thing loaded. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Look
cool.
at that. Wow. Yeah, this is why I love Jeeps, right?
Yeah, Jeeps. So as long as they're not the 4-door.
Yeah, we got room for a Jeep. Toss it on there, man. I mean, the whole load looks good. I mean, that I'm just going to give, that is really, oh, and there's the sticker, auction car. Ty likes to look at, what's the load, right? What are you hauling and why? This is a good load, man. Now, can you do this in Missouri, though?
No.
Right. Why?
No.
Why,
Yeah.
why can't you do this in Missouri?
You cannot overhang in Missouri at all. Not even a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, not everybody gets busted. It's like they go in spurts where like I won't hear for anything for a year and then everybody's getting busted every time the next week. So you just got to be careful. So yeah,
And
don't
are there
overhang.
any other states like Missouri that kind of do that? Knuckle
This is
cracking?
the only one that I know of. Right now. So I'm sure there's other ones out there, but this is the one because I deal with it a lot. We do a lot of the Midwest. So we always have to tell our drivers, if there's any kind of overhang, we're not doing it, or you're gonna have to watch it, or whatever, that kind of thing. So,
Because Missouri doesn't recognize you as a car hauler, right? I don't know what they recognize you as, but I said right. Ty does that to me too. He's like, "Don't you agree that a PACCAR is better than a Cummins, right?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." You're not a car hauler in Missouri. Legally, car haulers are only stingers. The only legal car hauler in Missouri is a Stinger steer, which is a 9-car, which has a headache rack and all that stuff. So, technically, you're not a car hauler in Missouri. How fun is that? Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. We don't know what you are. That boy, Leah, she sure can swim. Okay, so what's your route scout? Put it up on the map. Do you need us to take a look at the map? Hey, did you get the memo? All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? Let's get into the meat of the memo. I need a graphic for that. Meat of the memo? I need to write that down. Get like a dripping piece of meat. Meat of the memo. I love it. Man, do I love memes. I don't even understand people that don't love memes. I love them. Fulcrum says if they put the Jeep first backwards, it fits. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good call. It's all in the load. Oh, excuse me. Wow. I think I just got hacked. Okay, you've been hacked. Sue. Have you been
yes.
hacked? Have you been hacked?
Yes, repeatedly, over and over again. Not just me, a whole bunch of people.
So, all right, let's start. Okay, so now I think this is back. Let's go back a few weeks when Daniel was on the show.
Right.
So I was hacked on one of the driver's accounts. They changed my password. Okay. So this is what the hackers are doing. Is that right? They changed
this happened last Thursday right at the end of the show.
All right, you take it away. What's going on?
So we were doing the show, and while I'm sitting here, because I always keep my emails up because I'm answering people and that kind of thing, I see that someone requests my username for one of my accounts, which was none of us. Next thing I know, I see it come through saying the password has been changed. And I never even got that email where you have to click the link to do that, because they've somehow or another hacked all this stuff on Central. I don't know. Or my email or something's gone down, right? So I immediately, as soon as we get off the show, I call Central and they're like, well, Central can't be hacked, right? So, which
Awesome.
Daniel knows can't be true, right? Anyways, and so she's
Central.
like,
By the way, I want to take that in. Central
Yes,
cannot be
can't be
hacked.
hacked. That's what he
Central
said. That's
can't be hacked. Yeah.
impossible for us to be hacked.
Let's
That's
name
what she
all the
called
other big companies. I mean, banks and
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but Central can't be hacked.
So
That's
she's
awesome.
like, change your email and change your password. So I do that immediately. In the meantime, this load, I call the company, the broker, to tell them that my account has been hacked and somebody accepted this load, has all the information. And I said, not only do you need to cancel because my driver isn't there, I didn't request this load, but also you need to get a hold of your customer because this could be where they go in and steal the car or do something funky. So the guy said, okay, sure. We'll get back to you. Right? Okay. So at 4:00, as we're about to step out the door, guess who I get the call from? Well, somebody's picked up this car at this person's house. You didn't pick it up? You canceled the load. I said, well, first off, I didn't really technically cancel the load because I never wanted the load. I told you guys to call the customer to make sure that somebody didn't come pick up the car. So he goes, okay, let me find out what's going on. So the next day I get a call from their manager of the broker. And he's like, well, they went and picked up the car. I said, well, I told your guy I was talking to please contact your customer and not let that car get picked up by anybody. And he goes, well, we called them, but they wouldn't answer the phone. That's what he tells me first. Then he tells me that the customer tells him that the person that called that said they were with my company convinced them that the broker's account had been hacked. They're a shady company. You just need to go with us. He not only stole the car from them, he got the money up front and more money than what it was supposed to be paying. So he got the money. He sent a tow truck company over there to pick up the car. The tow truck company took it to a location and then it disappeared. Now, I talked to the cops. Cop knows where it went to the tow truck company. He's not telling me anything else, right? Which, I'm sorry, if a tow truck company calls in, don't you have to get information, right? Who's going to pay him? I can't figure this out. Maybe he's just not wanting to let me know because it's in the middle of an investigation. But I would think the tow truck company has to keep paperwork on file or a credit card or something, right? And the weird part is, okay, so that's number one. But before all this happens, 2 or 3 other companies, I'm getting emails from uShip saying, you picked up my cars. They have never been dropped off. I sent an email back to uShip and I said, this guy's been out of business for the last couple of years. As far as I know, he had cancer. He was dying. I haven't talked to him, blah, 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 blah. So they don't even answer me. That was it. And that was 2 cars on them. Vance had 2 or 3 people call him and say, when are you going to pick up my car through uShip? And he said, you better not let anybody pick those cars up because that's not me. I don't know what's going on. So he tries to contact uShip as well. Of course, I think they didn't answer him for however long. So then Alina got probably 100 quotes on one of her guys' accounts where they're like just quoting everything, just back to back. So she's canceling them as fast as they're coming up, contacting uShip again, not answering the phone or emails. And then they closed her account. So, and now they've closed almost all of our accounts, by the way. So all those things happen before this happens. So then the same day, I get a call from a new driver of Vance's, who I've never even talked to, by the way, saw us on the show. And he said that this guy named Ryan from Murphy had called him and asked him for his username and password for uShip. And he gave it to them. I don't know why. But anyways, I said, oh, no, that's not us. There's some scam going on. I think it's a huge ring of theft of cars, personally. Anyways, and he said he'd been talking to him for 3 or 4 days, giving him information. So I said, you need to contact uShip and let them know what's going on. So then another driver of us in the middle of the night gets a text from a guy named Ryan again. asking for his username and password for uShip. And once again, he gave it to them. And so we told him to go in and change his information or close his account or whatever. And when I'm talking to the officer, he said the guy's name is Ryan. That's what he's using. He's using the name Ryan. So something funky is going on in the world of uShip, plus more than that. It's hacking all the way around, I believe. But I have not heard one word from uShip about any of this. And I don't know if anybody's seen anything on the internet. I'm sure they're not wanting anybody to know that everybody's accounts have been hijacked, right? Because they're going to be liable, I would assume, because there's cars missing. And that's just one of them. Do you want me to go into what happened this morning with RunBuggy?
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Okay, so RunBuggy, we thought were being hacked. Okay, I got two messages from one of my girls, and she's an owner plus she's one of my dispatchers. Okay, and she got it on two of her companies saying this. I think it's Brad Henderson. Vance, is that right? Anyways, access their account to set them up. Well, Vance got it too, and he sent me a thing saying he is with ADESA. I'm like, why would they be doing this? What's going on? So I call RunBuggy first thing this morning. Of course, the guy's like, oh, well, this stuff kind of happens, and I don't know what's going on, but they can't actually set up an account without sending in your credentials. And I said, well, I understand that. You're right. But I'm just letting you know this is going on because uShip was hacked. I mean, you could be the next one. I'm just trying to help here, And I said, please let me know what's going on. Call me back. Because I also couldn't access my account. Would never go through, and it keeps telling me it's my Yahoo. And I still haven't been able to get into my account. So Vance finally, he realizes this guy that accessed our accounts was with ADESA. So he sent this guy an email. And I think I sent you an email from the Brad guy. And he said something about like, if you don't want to haul for ADESA, just ignore this email. Well, finally, Vance got a hold of RunBuggy, and RunBuggy has now gotten the lowdown of what is going on, which they didn't know either. So apparently ADESA and Carvana are going to be working with RunBuggy, and they're trying to set up people's accounts for that, but didn't notify RunBuggy to notify all of us so that we weren't all freaking out, because we're all freaking out because of the hacking going on. So we're, on the edge of our seats thinking stuff's happening constantly, right? And so apparently they're trying to set it up. But as you all know, when you sign up with Carvana, the emails, when you sign up, go to the owner, and then the owner has to send them to you if you're setting them up with your own. I don't know if everybody knows that, but that's the way it works. So they were sending up these accounts under the owner's emails. So we're thinking we're getting hacked, and they're trying to set this up for everybody. But they should have warned people that they were doing it. Nobody warned anybody. So if you get that email, it's legit. They're probably going to be sending out an email here today letting everybody know what's going on. But don't freak out about that one. But, I mean, I have been getting weird phone calls where people set up a load, and we found out that the car wasn't really going to the customer. So, watch out as a broker. There's stuff happening out here that has to do with stealing cars. And it seems to me, I don't know if Daniels are classic, but these cars that I've been seeing come up that are disappearing are classic cars. And they're dealing with residents because, as we all know, a residence doesn't probably ask the appropriate questions, or nor do they know that they're supposed to get a bill of lading at pickup, because of course these people that happened in Georgia didn't get a bill of lading. They just saw the tow truck. At least they wrote down the tow truck company name, so that the cops had some kind of thing. But it was a 77 Camaro. It was a residence. And the other ones that I had gotten notices on uShip were older cars as well. And I would assume residents, because a lot of stuff on uShip, as we all know, are residents cars that they're putting on there for, bids and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks, to say the least.
So, all right, let's go back to the, go ahead and put this one. All right, question then.
Sure. Brad Hendricks. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, well, and I saw and I had left out his name because I didn't know how he fits in the picture. So yeah. I want to go back. All right, let's do some detective work. All right, just the facts, ma'am. All right, so who's getting hacked? You.
Yes.
All right.
uShip, Central.
Wait, but I want to start with users.
Uh-huh.
You. Sue.
Yeah. Right.
Vance.
Yeah. Elena.
Did you say Elena?
Yeah.
All right. And Daniel.
Yeah.
All right. Is anybody else a victim of the hacking that we know of? Right? Not that we know of.
Well, this one company that is no longer in business, but yeah.
Okay. Now, how did they get? Was their hacking related to one of you guys?
Well, I mean, I used to dispatch for him, but it's been 2 years.
Exactly. So
yeah.
he's related to you, right? So
Right.
we're gonna go back again. This is our bulletin board. We're gonna put the circles and the threads and the guns and okay. Sue, Vance, Elena, Daniel.
Yep.
Victims of hacking.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what accounts with what technologies is this hacking happening? Did you say Central?
Well, Central, me and Daniel are Central, and the rest of us are uShip. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you and Daniel Central, everybody else uShip, and what about RunBuggy?
No, RunBuggy's not really getting hacked.
But where did the RunBuggy hack come in? I mean, because we saw something.
Well,
was that Vance?
Well, Vance and one of my owner-operators got 2 emails last night in the middle of the night.
Okay, so you are connected to the right? Because it was one of aren't you the epicenter of your carrier's accounts getting hacked?
Right, but the RunBuggy thing didn't come through me at all. It went to the owners themselves, their emails.
Oh, weird.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. When you do a carrier setup packet for Carvana, when you go in and you click that button, it'll say, I'm going to send this email to sign up to the original owner's email. Okay. That's why it went there. When they're setting up this ADESA thing for Carvana, that's what they're saying they're doing. They're sending it to the original owners. They don't realize that we have our own accounts under my own emails for each driver or, that kind of thing. Right. So that's why they got them sent directly to them, and I've never seen any of it.
But going back to now, Ryan, okay, Ryan goes up on the board.
Right.
Okay, Ryan, are you saying Ryan called a carrier in the middle of the night and said, I need your password?
Username and password, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. And I gave it to him.
Well, okay, and they didn't know who Ryan was, right?
Well, one of them said it was Ryan with Murphy.
Okay, but has anybody ever met Ryan at Murphy?
No, and that's why I said we only have women that work there except for Vance, and that Vance is your dispatcher.
How many barristers in Africa emails do they also think that they're going to get millions of dollars from? I'm just asking. I mean, haven't we been? It's 2023.
Right.
We have got to be more careful. I tell my boys, don't click anything. Don't touch anything. Don't look at anything.
Exactly.
Like, I can't even count how many things. Your FedEx is here, or UPS didn't go right, or you order this
Amazon.
perfume. It's nonstop.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
The barristers or the... Now it's on LinkedIn. I get all these fake profiles trying to connect with me. Like...
Yes.
Please. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Rob has RunBuggy, ADESA, Carvana are bedroom partners.
Right. Exactly.
What does that mean?
I mean, they're all owned. Well, RunBuggy is not, but for some reason they have hooked up with RunBuggy just recently.
ADESA?
So ADESA, Carvana, and Cars Arrive are all in bed together, I believe, right?
Okay. Well, Car Global, which is Cars Arrive, is separate from ADESA, Carvana. So you have Car Global, Cars Arrive, and you have Carvana, ADESA. And they are maybe sisters, but separate.
Yeah. So I think what they're planning on doing, the way I took it from the email that he got from this from when he was talking to RunBuggy, is that they're planning on running the Carvana loads through RunBuggy. That's what I think is.
No, really?
Yeah, that's kind of what they said to me.
Why would you do that?
I guess they're gonna work together. I don't know. I didn't know RunBuggy had anything to do with either one of them.
Wow, I tell you what, it's interesting, man. I mean, it's impressive and scary.
Scary.
Because, like, Assertus and Montway have got to be thinking, wow, RunBuggy's in here now, too? Like,
Yeah.
you've got 3 very aggressive brokers that are broker technology companies. Wow, that's intense, man. Okay.
Well, and
All right.
Roberta wanted to know if any of these sites have two-step
AutoSlide's like, what about us? Okay, what?
Roberta wanted to know if any of the sites have the two-step verification.
Yeah, and that's a really
Now,
good question. I don't know.
RunBuggy does,
Yeah?
technically, because what happens is when you go to RunBuggy site and you log in, they automatically send you an email to the email that you have registered, and then you click on it. So that's, to me, like a two-step verification because they're making sure you are who you are. Now, Central Dispatch, we all know, does not. No other big broker does. Rat, Metro, CarsRive, you just get into your account and that's it. Which is also scary because if that was the case, if they're hacking and stealing cars, that could happen on any platform.
Wow. Vance says RunBuggy Hitch TMS is being used by ADESA and Carvana.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's essentially what I'm
big
saying. They're going to
news.
list cars through there, right? No.
Hey, Vance, if you have a news article or anything, I want to find that. I need to share that. I did not know that. I've seen different notices about RunBuggy, Hitch, TMS, but I didn't know that about Carvana, ADESA.
Yeah, because see,
that new?
the guy at RunBuggy didn't know either.
You see what I'm saying?
Talking
Yeah.
to Vance, he's like, "This is just happening. We were not notified of it either. Otherwise, we would have let all you guys know that you would be seeing this stuff go down."
Yeah, how does he know that? Because that's not even, you can't even search that. That's not even searchable
I think it's because
information.
when I called this morning and then Vance called and then Janice called, they're getting calls left and right is what RunBuggy told. And I talked to a guy named Miguel.
Oh.
So they're getting beat up with phone calls from people for this.
Vance, will you forward me the email from last night about Hitch TMS, please, if you have that? Carvana car carriers are about to get repoed. Oh, yeah, man. Well, Carvana, it's interesting. Let's just talk Carvana for a second. There's this big scrum to just jump on the Carvana pile.
Yeah.
Now, make no mistake, Silicon Valley Bank. When you're too big to fail, do you fail? Now, I'm like, what in the world is Jay's meat market mind doing? But the thing is, what I'm saying is, like, I think Carvana, you know, they can pull out of this G-force. You know, they got some big friends. And again, I'm not saying this well at all, but I wouldn't count them out. I wouldn't count Carvana out just yet. Maybe, but not just yet. Roberto says, that's my point. I have two-step on everything, so even if they have my email and pass, they still need a 30-second code that my phone only generates. Right, so if RunBuggy has two-step verification, how did Vance's account get hacked? Search RunBuggy ADESA, I'll do that.
But how do you, okay, so Roberto said he puts a two-step on everything. How do you put a two-step on Central?
Okay, well, you can do, okay, so here's RunBuggy, here's this, okay, this is a link. RunBuggy ADESA Hitch. I can't do anything there.
Uh-huh.
But he's right. ADESA Hitch RunBuggy. So that would, but I still don't see any news release
about it, yeah.
There's just, oh man. You know.
$4 billion.
There's usually cheerleaders and parades.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. If something's going
right?
on.
Like,
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's really strange. Rob says $4 billion in debt. See, that would be a problem for most companies. There's a saying, though. If you owe, it's like, if you owe $1,000, you're in debt. That's not enough. If you owe $100,000, you're in debt. But if you owe $1 billion, you're a business partner. And that's the way the show works. Dana says his Central account got hacked. Roberto, you cannot if they do not offer the option. So
yeah, you can't.
So okay, so Vance, did you have the ability to do two-step verification?
For RunBuggy, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, for RunBuggy.
Yeah, that's what we have. But it wouldn't work for me today. And the guy kept telling me it was because you have to answer the two-step verification within seconds of receiving it. And I said, that's not true. And he kept trying to send me the link and it would not come to me. And he kept saying it was my Yahoo account. I still don't have access to my RunBuggy account.
Now, did you lose access to your Yahoo account?
No.
Okay. So you haven't lost access. That was another thing I wanted to ask, ma'am, is you didn't lose access to any of your accounts, did you?
No, I
Okay.
have two-step verification on my Yahoo. I also have a VPN that's always on and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, this is strange. I mean, so what do we do next? I mean, what happens next? Do we I have a feeling nobody's going to let us know if they got hacked.
Oh, you
Like,
mean big
you know, they
brokers?
don't
Oh,
owe
hell
us, you know.
Yeah.
But
Are you talking about like uShip and stuff?
well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, all right, well, there you go. All right, so here's what we got. Here are the players, all right? We have the users being hacked. We have the technologies being hacked. We don't know anything about Ryan the hacker. Let's talk about the police and the vehicles. You're saying that through this hacking process,
Uh-huh.
POV shippers, because that makes sense, and we're talking specifically, we're looking for classic cars, right?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that makes sense. So POV classic car owners are being tricked into thinking they've got a carrier coming to pick up. So they're being tricked out of money and cars.
Yes. Yes.
And do we have locations where this is? Is it?
I mean, this one that actually happened to us happened in Georgia.
Okay, so we have Georgia. All
And it
right,
was supposed to be going, I think, to Mobile, Alabama. It wasn't even a very far run.
Georgia to Alabama. Okay,
Yeah.
so because that's the next thing I want to know, where are the people getting tricked and scammed?
See, I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to it. I think they're just looking for certain
Well,
things.
there will be. There will be a rhyme and there will be a reason.
Well, the guy that called me
There's a reason and rhyme to every crime. Okay.
that kept calling me at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. His vehicle was up in Pennsylvania, going to Bainbridge, Georgia. So there's another Georgia.
Ooh, we have two Georges.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So, but when we called the dealership to
They
verify
gotta
this
be
stuff,
able to move the metal,
yes,
right? You can't like have 3 black market collector cars in Salt Lake City and no way to get them to the port. Wait, what?
Well, and here's the weird part on that one that called us and told us to set up the load, and I told you how weird it was, and that he was asking me if I was married, if you were my husband, and all this
Yeah,
weird shit,
is this
right?
Ryan again calling you in the
No,
middle of
this
the night
guy's
asking
name
if
was
you're
Ronnie.
Ooh, Ronnie. We have Ryan and we have Ronnie. So
Yes.
Ronnie calls you in the middle of the night and asks you if you're getting married.
Well, he calls like several times, 12, 1 o'clock.
I just
the
met
night
you.
before.
I'll have your baby. Okay.
And so I don't answer the phone, obviously, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm not answering the phone. Doesn't leave me a voicemail. Usually that leads me to believe if you're not leaving me a voicemail, you don't need me that bad. But anyways, and so the next day I keep getting the phone calls. I'm on the show, so I'm not answering them. And I guess in between that, he's called into the office and set up this load to be moved, okay, from PA. And it was like a 1951 Chevy truck, like it had been redone. Didn't want it enclosed or anything like that, which, that was odd to me first. Then I finally take the next time he calls, when I get off the show, I answer him and he's like, Sue. And I'm like, yeah, how can I help you? And he's like, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm a dispatcher broker. What can I do for you? And he's like, well, I just set up moving my truck down here to Georgia. Okay, well, what do you need from me? Well, are you still married? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, well, why wouldn't you answer the phone? I said, well, it's on my YouTube show. I'm sorry. That's why you talk to my people in my office. You know what I mean? Which was weird because how would he get both numbers, right? So then I get off the phone with him. He looks up our show. Next thing I know, he's asking me if Jay's my husband. I'm like, no, that's my co-host. And then he just leaves it alone, and we're looking for somebody to move the vehicle. So then later that night again, he's calling me at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I block him. Because I'm like, this is too freaking weird. So the next morning, I say, let's just call this dealership where this car's at. And he had given us a direct line to supposedly the salesman. The salesman doesn't even ask us which vehicle it is. He just says, yeah, it's ready to go. You can pick it up, blah, blah, blah. So I said, no, let's call the dealership. I want to know what's going on. Something funky's going on. And so we call the dealership. We talk to the supposed brother of the guy of the salesman we just talked to, and he's like, that truck isn't going to Georgia. It's going to Indianapolis. And just the other day, someone tried to take it to Florida. And it's not going anywhere until I know what's going on. So we call the guy Ronnie and tell him that. Guess what? We never heard from Ronnie again. Isn't that odd? So either someone's selling multiple of the same truck and trying to scam somebody, but you and I both know no dealership's just going to let you come in and pick up a truck without some kind of confirmation of where it's going to, right? So that wasn't going to work for them.
Well, that's where I was. Yeah, you reminded me because I was reading an article about dealer fraud, and like it. Once again, it would appear automotive is just chock full of scams.
I've had to bring back a couple cars before. We just left the dealership and they found out that it was a fraudulent purchase and the wire they sent was not real and the money had just been taken back.
Like that, you'll find that story in local news in different cities because that's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where if you, I'm sure hackers are thinking, hackers are looking for industry dumpster fires because that is where the scamming will go great. Right?
Yeah.
Which
Daniel's
sucks.
wanting to know if brokers can use RunBuggy.
I don't believe so. Can brokers use RunBuggy?
No, I don't believe so. It's set up. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I mean, obviously, if ADESA and Carvana are going to use it, probably.
Can you settle a debate for me?
Sure.
Is RunBuggy a broker?
Well, that's the way I would take it, yes.
I would assume.
They list cars on the load board. You may go to their load board to get it, just like Ready Auto.
Okay.
But as far as I know, they're a broker. And when you sign up with them, you have to give them all of your paperwork, insurance certs, MC, the whole thing.
Okay. But does RunBuggy... I thought RunBuggy said that they're and I hate that I'm speculating, but I thought that RunBuggy said they're a technology where shippers and carriers can connect. Like Central Dispatch.
If I look up RunBuggy,
you can connect, but you don't get on the phone with Central, right? If you want to book a load, you don't call Central, right?
So RunBuggy listed on Central is a broker.
Okay. Do me a favor, share that. I want to see that.
Okay.
But at its root, isn't RunBuggy a technology company that's made a technology where carriers can connect with shippers? And I say it again this way because you can, if you have a problem with the load, you can call a Certus. If you have a problem with the load, can you call RunBuggy?
Yes, you can.
You can.
Yeah, yes, you can. And
so RunBuggy
is
a broker.
From RunBuggy. Yes,
okay.
You don't get paid. Nothing is COD at all.
Okay, you get paid by RunBuggy. RunBuggy is a broker.
Yes. And you're right. They're based out of Canada.
And they have a load board.
That you go to get your loads from.
And if you have a problem, you call them.
Yes.
And you get paid by them.
Yes.
Okay, RunBuggy is a broker.
They want you to use their app.
Yes. RunBuggy is a broker. All right. See, that's what I thought, but I thought somebody said, oh, yeah, no, we're not really a broker, but I'm speculating live. I could be getting mixed up. But RunBuggy is a broker with a technology. Certus is a broker with a technology. MyWay is a broker with a technology. You see where I'm headed here?
Yes, they're just that's what they are. Because look, this is the company description. RunBuggy provides an auto transportation marketplace to shippers and carriers.
But they don't say they're a broker. I mean, I guess
they're listed as a broker, and they've got a broker bond right here.
Okay, there we go. Now, AutoSled, same thing, right? Provides an auto transportation marketplace to shippers and carriers.
Yes.
Okay. But see, like Super Dispatch, are they a broker?
No. They're a load board.
They are a technology. Is Super Dispatch up on Central?
No, you can't get loads. They don't list loads. No.
Now that's interesting, isn't it? So most of the technology companies are brokers. How many companies are like Super Dispatch where they're just a technology but not a broker?
Central Dispatch and Super Dispatch?
So Central Dispatch, that's fairly interesting. So Central Dispatch, not a broker, just a technology that you can use.
Yeah, and I would assume ship.cars would be the same thing.
Ship.cars, right. Thank you.
Carship.io.
Ship.cars is a technology, not a broker.
Right, and Carship.io.
Carship.io, a technology, not a broker.
Right.
Which that's also interesting because I would think don't you want your load board technology to not be a broker? Meaning,
right.
because
right.
that way there's, right now you're just, and this gets into, here's what, this is interesting. This is one of the problems a lot of brokers have with some technologies is they're worried about their data being stolen, their clients being poached.
Gotcha. Right.
Which I can't weigh in on, but
yeah. And yeah, Daniel said it's
so
uShip
brokers
would be technically the same thing except that you bid on loads on uShip usually. So
actually so I asked this question of a heavy asset car hauling business owner in the past. What's a way to improve central dispatch? And you know what he said?
What?
Hidden bids. If the rates weren't just posted, he thought more money would exchange hands. Because now you're not calling.
You're not comparing.
Exactly. That's what everybody's doing. It's a race to the bottom because you go, oh, it's like any other bid.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to underbid you. I'm going to underbid you. Well, if you didn't know the bid, how are you going to underbid?
Well, that's true.
Isn't that interesting?
What they're planning on doing, like I told you before, is they're going to eventually have it where you bid on it, but people don't know what each other's bids are. Instead of making the phone call, you push a button. But then in the same respect, then how long does it take for you to find out if you got the loads that you're building your load around? You know what I mean? That's your other problem with that part of it.
Well, I'm with you. I mean, because one of the reasons we're also asking these questions and talking about these different brokers and technologies is how do we make this system better?
Well, it's definitely broken, so I'm not really
freaking broken, man.
Because, when we call and ask for more money for a load, the first thing they say is, well, per central dispatch compare button, right? I mean, they don't all say that, but some of them say that. It only usually pays this amount. I said, and, you can argue with them all day long and tell them that compare button could have been from a month ago. Because have they ever answered the question of what is that compare button based off of? What data for the certain length of time? Because we'll look on it like during snowbird season or before snowbird season, and it says it's a lot lower than what it's going to be, as we all know. And that's why when I'm giving quotes, I'm like, I can't give you a quote of what's right now. It's going to be this amount when it's snowbird season. But if they base it off of the compare button and it's in the last month, they're going to put those bids on there, especially a brand new broker. They're going to put them on there a lot lower, and it's never going to move. Like they're giving out quotes for snowbirds and they're telling them $500 from Florida to New Jersey, right? And you and I both know that in a month, that's going to be $1,000. But these people are giving out these quotes. So then when their car doesn't move, these people are going to be pissed. But the new broker isn't going to know that there's a snowbird season. Most of them don't even know what we're talking about when we talk about this stuff. Especially a new transport doesn't know about this stuff either. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. And I had no idea. When I first heard snowbird season, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Right. Right.
And this is where, so one of the things I'm trying to figure out is how do we build the library where you can access the immediate information as you need? It's probably going to be like an AI, like a chat GPT. Yeah. Maybe ATI will have an AI library because you can't. The way it works now is, what is it? You type in, what is a snowbird? And then you see a video of how you're going to get rich hauling for snowbirds. No, that's not the answer.
Right.
That is not what a snowbird is. A snowbird isn't a treasure chest because I said so on YouTube.
Right.
So the way we're getting basic information right now, that's freaking flawed.
Yeah. Yeah. And using the compare button as a new broker, don't do it anyways, right?
What's up, Jeff?
So
well, it's not the hitting. That should be the sound of the compare button.
Yeah.
When you hit it. So when you hit the compare button, it's not the hitting of the button that's the problem. It's the data crap underneath the button.
Right.
Is
and
the
then
problem.
the fact that these people follow this
And then
keep lowering the prices.
Yeah, and as soon as you see these rock bottom rates with no context.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what they go by. They shouldn't even have a compare button. If you don't know what you're doing when you're
if they're not going to allow if you can't give a negative because a carrier canceled a load, then you shouldn't be able to click the compare button.
True. Very true.
Okay.
When in all reality, no transporter should even have access to list the loads either. But hey, that happens. So
do us a favor, stick around because we're going to be right back after this. Thank you very much.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
Murphy Auto Transport Services. Sue is here to help answer questions. If you're a shipper, if you're a carrier, Sue is not only a licensed broker, but also runs a dispatch office and can help answer questions. And listen, just because you want a dispatcher doesn't mean Sue's office can help you. She goes through her own vetting process. If you're a brand new one car and you like to just stay in a city, probably not going to happen. Yeah. Not that's okay.
No, yeah.
It's just that you should talk to Ty at that point because Ty's going to talk to you about how to grow your business. And that's what we're here for. ATI is here to... This is not a one-size-fits-all, going to get rich, all that stuff. This is an educational business channel, and we want to make sure that right off the bat, transparency is real. It's not just a buzzword here. It's not just another national day. Hey, it's National Transparency Day. You know? No, it's not a day. Let's see. And also, it sounds to me like, is it possible, are there lawyers and hackers in the audience? I asked for another like. Thank you so much. If you're not a lawyer or a hacker, please do leave a like. Because has ATI, has the live chat been hacked? Is that where the hackers are getting the latest? Because, I mean, like, even just now, well, I don't think Ty has been hacked. His phone number's everywhere. So, I wonder if Ronnie, will Ronnie or Ryan call Ty in the middle of the night and, like, hey, are you married?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ronnie Ryan. I mean, but, it's a little weird,
It is.
and we're all we're human. I get it. But you got to move on. You got to go to the next, blame Ty for my views. He made me do it. Much love, Ty, J, and ATI. Thank you so much, Jeff. We sure do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And, I think somebody hit the non-like. I think we lost a like. So there's definitely lawyers and hackers in the audience. Okay. All right. What else do we have in the news? Oh, we have to let everybody know is that we are taking it to the streets. We've been featured in articles, and we are going to be at Car Conference. Me and Ty are going to be speaking at the Conference of Automotive Remarketing at the end of the month in Las Vegas. Ty is on March 29th. No, that's a different article. Ty is on the 29th. I'm on the 30th. We're going to have different sets, but we're essentially trying to bring the information. This is a big auction crowd, so it's going to be great. Lots of consigners, remarketers. And what are we talking about? I'm actually going to show this. I'm going to put... Me and Ty, in our sessions, we're each going to put this up on the screen in front of people that work at auctions. People in suits are going to see this. What are they going to think? Can you imagine you've paid all this money and you're going to this conference and you're at Caesar's Palace and you're like, yeah, you know, like, how are you? I'm pretty good. I made another $1 million this morning. What are you doing later? Oh, probably making another $1 million. Carvana's going out of business. What a party. You know, and then you show up in some random room and some guy throws that up on the screen.
Are you doing your show at the same time, or is this just a whole different thing?
So I'm gonna try to live stream it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's gonna work or not.
Right.
You know me, I'm going for broke here.
Right. Might as well.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going for broke. So yeah, I'm gonna try to live stream it. It's not during a normal show time. It's kind of like a live conference coverage kind of thing. But everything is game. I mean, we're gonna be talking about what is this industry. You know, like, and I mean, here's your log splitter. You know, it's okay. You could post a log splitter on Central Dispatch. You could post. I think you could post like 40 dozen eggs on Central Dispatch.
Yeah,
I
think you can.
Whatever you want. The
Did
problem
you get the other
is,
one I sent to you too?
I saw that. Nothing
Okay.
goes for $155,000.
No, you didn't read it all?
Oh,
They're trying
no.
to sell their truck and trailer on there
Oh my
without
God.
paying for an ad. That's what it
No,
was. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you.
Okay, I gotta show that. That's crazy. Really? All right, here we go. Here's the email.
Here it says for sale.
Oh my God. I thought it was a dumb, load, whatever.
Somebody screwed up. Yeah, no. That's
Okay,
what it
so
is.
I'm selling my Volvo.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. You can literally do whatever you
And
want.
you
That's the
want.
whole point. You can do
Yep.
whatever you want. This is
Yep.
auto transport. It's kind of like, you go to the, you go to the Piggly Wiggly and you think you're just going to buy some groceries and some guy parks his car in aisle 3 and says, I'm selling my car. You can do whatever you want. That is so freaking funny. This got sent in. Okay. What are we looking for? Where's Waldo? What's the problem on this screen? Anybody see it? There actually might be a few problems.
Well, I mean, other than 28 cents a mile, is that what you mean? 35
There you
cents?
go. So you got 2 full loads that after expenses and rent and is there any money left?
Well, okay, so let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Let's play the
do
game.
this instead.
Is there
11.79
any money left?
divided by 2,600? So, actually, it's 2,600 divided by 11.79. That's $2.20 a mile on basically probably an 8-9 car. So no, that's horrible.
Right,
And
because
then-
$2 a mile, I think in freight, that's not that. I mean,
No,
I'm not
yeah.
100% sure, but I think $2 a mile for a 50-foot dry van to bump docks, he's not excited.
2,200 divided by 701. Now that's $3.13 a mile on the Certus one.
Okay.
It's 701 miles. That's really not too bad. I mean, it's not, as long as they're all one pick, one drop.
Ah, yeah, exactly.
There's the trick of it.
Right. The mix.
Yeah.
I think it was sent, because here's another one. Anybody spot the problem?
Wow. Let me try the 23 cent one and the 22 cent one. Let me try that one. So 667 divided by Okay, so that's $1.94 on the top one. That's horrible. I mean, anything that's going to be in the 20-cent mile, no matter what, is going to be horrible. Of course, these are out of Florida, as everybody noticed. Obviously, we haven't hit snowbird season yet. So they're all going to be around that. with the 20. The only one that's probably paying more decent is the Nexus one. Let's see what theirs adds up to.
I believe the focus on this slide, well, it's a Certus.
Well, yes. I mean, you can see that. And you can see it's Florida. This is what they do.
Oh, Florida to Georgia, right.
I guarantee you'll find out that not all of those are picking up at the same place, dropping the same place.
No, and you can go ahead and hit that compare button.
Yeah.
It'll verify. Yeah. No, this is, this. Yeah. This should make you not want to take your 9 car to Pompano Beach.
Yeah.
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 Because do you even break even? Let's say you do.
I don't think you would.
I don't think so. Like, okay, so you're doing 9 from Pompano Beach to Kennesaw, Georgia, and there's a good chance they're not all in the same place.
Oh, I'm like 100% chance they're not on the same place. Here, I'll tell you. I mean,
they have 3 loads at Pompano, so it's possible. It is possible. But
okay, so Pompano is paying 2.05 on that 9 pack for $13.70. Now here's the thing: the Warner Robins obviously is going to pay better, but who goes to Warner Robins? You're still going to have to deadhead up to probably Atlanta to get loaded, right?
Yeah, right. 1,300 full load.
2.6.
How many miles is that?
It's 540 miles on that 1430.
So that's your work for the day.
$2.64 a mile. Yep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
So fuel is how much per, for diesel?
Fuel is fuel a third of that?
Let's see. Well, we can figure it. Fuel.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
cost here.
Dude.
Diesel cost.
I think that's why I said, like, what is it?
Florida. Let's see what it costs.
Dedicated to driving companies out of business.
So the
That's
current
terrible.
average in Pompano Beach is $4.64 a gallon. So the average diesel big rig gets what?
Okay, so Vance put it in here. 667 miles is 100 gallons of fuel at $5 a gallon.
So you're already at 500.
All right. So yeah, and I said a third. I was being conservative. Okay. So over a third of your money went to fuel.
Yep.
Okay. What is 1 day's trailer payment? What is 1 day's truck payment? And what is 1 day's insurance payment?
Well, then you need to put so much away every time for your, and wear and tear.
Right, wear and tear. So I mean, you're easily you're left with a few $100 for the day.
Right.
At this point, we haven't done anything else.
Right.
We did truck, trailer, insurance, and fuel.
Right.
Okay. $300. What other expenses do you have to include before you pay yourself?
You need to put so much away for wear and tear. Absolutely.
Does taxes? Are you paying taxes on this?
Technically at the end of the year, if you've made any money, yes, you're going to be paying taxes.
All right, so taxes
let's say 20%.
How about this? Just to see the load, what was your daily expense for Central Dispatch?
Right,
just to see these loads.
There you go. Central Dispatch is
$10, $5.
Yeah, the average anywhere. They're charging some people 120. They're charging some people 137.
Yeah, but that's for a month.
Right.
But you've got your monthly Central Dispatch.
130 divided by 30 days. So it's $30 a day.
So you're paying $4 to $5 a day.
That's got to be $3 a day.
You're paying okay. How many software subscriptions go into your daily expenses? Let's look at that.
Yeah, because you got to pay ELD too.
You got to pay your ELD. There you go. How many of those do you have?
Yeah.
There is no money left, dude. No. You might gross. Well, you might net $100 on this.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do this load for $100 net income?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know if people even break this down. I mean, they should be breaking it down.
Well, you don't have time.
No, but you should know what you should be making every day to make money, right?
If you're picking up at Pompano Beach, you have time because these loads are these things flying off the shelves.
Who knows? I don't know. Well, don't say no because I don't know if that's not true.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I
speculating.
mean, they're listing them on there. They're getting them moved. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep listing them at that price either. Right?
Yeah, and there you go. All right, let's play. Who can spot the problem?
Well, does it really pick up?
Okay, now different area. First of all, we gotta. Where are we? We're talking Virginia.
We're talking Richmond and Fredericksburg and Virginia Beach is what it looks like.
If you're going up to Massachusetts for 40 cents a mile, I want to sell you a bridge.
Well, hold on. Let me run this. Hang on. 1,500 divided by 533.
I could be wrong.
So it's $2.81 a mile. That's not fantastic. Most
But
9
you
cars are
can't-
looking for over 3. 3
Well,
to 4.
Okay, look at that. Virginia to New Hampshire.
Virginia to New Hampshire, 1,650.
That can't be right.
Oh, I'm sure it's right.
No, I mean, but because when you're up in the Northeast, I mean, everything goes up.
So it's $2.76 a mile.
But there's
Now, I will say up north though, you're going to get closer to $1 a mile per vehicle, but not if you're taking packs.
well, and this is why.
Yep.
What do you think is the? What do you think? Like, okay, but that Virginia Beach to Fairfax. See now that's a shorty. Hopefully
That's
they're all.
paying
Oh, that's different. Anyways,
And it's
all right.
a legit load. That company is a scumbag. They're the ones that you call and they go, "Well, will you do it for 1,000?"
Oh
That's what they do.
no.
Yeah.
Customer doesn't pay. That's a typo.
Yeah.
How about this one? Can you spot the problem? What do you think is the problem on this page?
Well, I'm assuming we're looking at ACI as one of them.
I think we are because that's where they left their cursor. And yeah, 32 cents a mile, 8 vehicles. Oh my gosh, look, it's Florida to Georgia again. So you know that compare button is right.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's sad. As far as Florida, this is what they do.
I was gonna say that, Ken. I was gonna say because I don't know the roads, but I'm assuming there's
True,
tolls.
yeah, we forgot about tolls. Yeah,
There
we
has to
forgot
be.
about them. Oh yeah. There's tolls in Florida. There's tolls up north too, New Jersey, New York, all that. I mean, you're gonna have tolls all the way up through there.
Right. Roberto's like, exactly. They're like, give me the money. I'm watching YouTube. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't pay the bills?
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't even leave any money to pay for electricity and water and mortgage and,
Food.
binkies. And I mean, there's no money. Have you seen the price of Huggies? Let's do another one. Who can spot the problem? Oh, is this the same? I think it's the same. Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
But there are there 17,000 haulers? I'm gonna put this up on the
Probably.
screen too.
Probably.
Yeah,
And are we talking just car haulers? Right, we're not including freight in this. This is just car haulers.
just car hauling. In car hauling, are there 17,000? Are there 17,000 trucks able to pick up your car?
Probably. That's the scary part.
I don't know.
As fast
man.
as they're going in, I'm out. They're coming in. You know what I mean?
That is not something you want. Oh man, dude, where's my car? It was the dispatcher. What is this one? I think this came from you.
This is about the car and the broker that didn't call the customer and tell him not to have the car picked up because it got stolen, and didn't get a bill of lading, didn't let them know anything that they should be doing. And they're claiming that the customer didn't trust them because this guy talked him into letting them pick up the car, that he was such a good guy. I don't know if I believe that, because I don't know. First off, you should train your customer, period, right? And I asked him, I said, did you call your customer? Because I said, I call my customers and let them know I have so-and-so picking up a car. So they know who's coming, right? But if they didn't do that and people just, picked up the car and left, and then they were screwed. Because, they called the cops after they finally got a hold of the broker, finally got them to answer the phone. Of course, the customer, the residents called the cops, and this is what was weird. This is from that broker. The broker said that the cops told them that it was a civil suit. They couldn't do anything about it. But then that changed after that, because then I got a call from the cop. So I don't know if that was true or not, but it's obviously not a civil suit when a car gets stolen. It has nothing to do with anything. So
That's a yeah, no, that's a crime.
yeah, that's a crime. It's not a civil suit. Yeah.
Who said it?
That's what they said. The customer told them after they called the cops. The cops said it was a
Right.
civil suit. They couldn't do anything about
All
it.
right, so there was a somebody was listening to the wrong tin can. That is weird.
Yeah.
This whole thing is getting weird.
Yeah.
Well, there's more. We'll have hacking updates now.
Yeah.
If you're looking at this, you're dealing with an ATI podcast. Send in your comments. Oh, let's do. Here we go. We did 5 new questions Tuesday night. We had a great show. Asset-heavy car hauling business owners. This was a truckers show. Here's truckers question. You think you know? Question 1. What is the purpose of a valve bank on a car hauler? To secure vehicles, measure load height, control hydraulic decks, or calculate load weight? Oh my God. Elena said Central is down. Is it our fault?
Yeah. It says 504 down for maintenance right on my screen.
All right, share it. I want to see it. Share the screen. Show us. Okay. Hey. Down for maintenance. Well, you know, this is a good time for maintenance. I mean, if I was going to schedule maintenance, I'd probably do it at...
In the middle of the day.
Is that real? Maybe they got
Yeah.
the wrong screen.
No, that's real.
We're down for planned maintenance.
Yeah.
Planned maintenance?
Planned.
Really?
Ah, it's planned. Isn't that the right? That's how you spell it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but why would you plan maintenance?
They never told anybody that they were planning maintenance.
You never want to plan maintenance
my
during
God.
dispatching live.
In the next
What?
hour or two. That's what it says. Next hour or two. How are they supposed to? What the hell are they talking
Can't
about?
be right. Is this real?
It is not clear in the United States that that's how this rolls.
Elena's like, yeah. Oh, or the weekend. That, you know, that could have. It's funny. What happens if you use Auto Refresh Plus while they've got planned maintenance? It's kind of like a tree in the forest and nobody's there. Right. That's what I was going to say, Rob. That is so funny. It should say 504 down for maintenance, watching dispatching live. We're currently watching. We're too busy watching ATI. We can't maintain.
Wow, we're all now totally screwed.
What is it
Dan
still?
says they're hacked. It says 1 to 2 hours. We will finish this work within the next hour or two.
Finish
Please
the
check back
work.
later.
What
In
work
the
is there
middle
to
of the damn
finish?
day while we're trying to load drivers.
We're working on the compare button, and we're gonna put in another mail slot, and we got to change the ribbon on the fax machine. I think we got to run down to the Radio Shack for some AAAs for our beepers, and what else? What are the top 10 ways that they are? What are the top 10 reasons we're down for maintenance right now? Top 10 reasons down for maintenance in the live chat. Just go. Oh, spring break is one of them.
Man said it was the dispatcher.
There we go. Okay. It was the dispatcher. Okay, that's good. I bet maintenance will now be scheduled for every Thursday around noon central. Awesome. Oh, man. Carlos still has access.
Put it back in the
That's interesting.
clearance company without
It's a coincidence. Wow. This is crazy. Well, it should definitely help our views. You'd think there'd be more lawyers and hackers in here by now.
do business.
What do you think we can get Central to add a dispatching live link to the maintenance screen? I think that should be required. Let's see if it'll load.
Somebody call me from your office about a Jeep Cherokee.
RunBuggy got him. That's a good one.
How things are done in the U.S. That's not how things are.
This is all part
Especially
of the.
since we're from the U.S. and you're not. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh, so
I
wait.
got-
Yeah,
I got
let's
something
listen.
going on.
Yeah, let's listen in.
That off of my trailer.
So I dispatched a car as a broker to someone in Illinois that is at a repo yard. So they've had this loads for a couple days. They went to go pick it up. They couldn't get it started. So we said, okay, we'll just cancel it. Obviously, they're saying they try to jump it 2 or 3 times. Anyways, so then they called back and said they got it started and to redispatch it to him, which we did. So the guy just literally called Jen and said, you will be paying me $800 because we had to get this on there. And that's the way it is done in the United States. And Jen goes, well, I'm from the United States and we've been doing this for 20 years. This is not the way this works. We do not pay you more money. You should have asked us that before you asked for the load back. And then we could have talked to the customer if that was the case. But you already told she had the car on. You got it running. You put it on. So now we're dealing with that. And it looks like Central Dispatch is back. So
Yeah, you darn right they are. Somebody is running around the office. Get it going! My God, I don't care if it doesn't work. Now, by the way, what you just experienced would be considered transportation dumpster fire. Ty, make a note. The guy actually told Jen, a professional dispatcher,
Yeah.
that he loaded the car after getting the order back and said, this is how it's done in the United States. We want
Yes.
more money.
yes. And you
And
will
Jen
be
said,
paying.
I'm in the United States. Is she still on the phone with him?
Yeah, she's still talking to him.
All right, here, everyone be quiet. I'm going to crank the audio for her.
Overload it and pay it without calling and telling you that. I've been doing this, I guarantee, a lot longer than y'all have.
I'm going to look him up right now.
Or payment raised. So you're not going to sit here and tell me what I'm going to do with the United States. You're going to get $650 on delivery and tell whoever's calling me that he better not ever talk to me that way again. All right? Thank you.
So she just let him have it. Oh,
Damn
now we're
right.
out again.
Damn right, Jen.
Jay said, damn right, Jen.
I have been there. I have been in the moment where
Yeah.
I've stood up at my desk.
Yeah,
And
she's
and you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
This is a stand up. And I'm like, you listen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, what you're saying to me is BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and we can't give negatives? Oh. And then you go,
Yeah. There you go. We can't give negatives.
you know, and then you run off because you can't do anything about it. End the call.
And they're
Bam.
talking about you on there.
Yeah, Jen. Yeah. Yeah, good for her. Go, Jen.
I'm going to have to give Jen a gummy here in a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I want a gummy in a few minutes. We're almost done.
I'm so irritated right now.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
And this is where, can you imagine being like a 911?
You don't tell me what I do in my
You
country.
believe that?
Okay, and furthermore, I'm going to tell you something else.
Is this real? Is this live?
Friends,
No.
load-
That's the past. Did you rewind the VCR?
Trust me.
Yeah, she is. She's hot.
She's hot. Yeah, I don't blame her.
She's hot. Hey, now is Central up or down?
It's down again.
It's down again. Yes. Yes. Don't tell me you're not enjoying seeing Central. Oh, you're not enjoying it.
Nope. Nothing.
No, this sucks. Well, let's go to Super Load Board. How's Super Load Board doing? Let's go check
Super
Super.
Dispatch should be just fine here.
We need to start checking Super Load Board, the Super Load Board segment.
All about.
I'm
and I
on
just-
there. It's fine.
I just skipped another ad. All right, well, cool. Hey, everybody, head on over to Super Load Board. Super Dispatch is just fine. Head on over to Super Load Board and book
your loads
yours.
there.
Super Load. Yep. Post it, book it. Super Load Board.
Yep, there's your load board for super load board. But you do have to be verified. So make sure if you, and you don't have to pay, you can have the free app for Super Dispatch, just so you know. You don't have to pay for them unless you want to. I recommend paying for them because they have an excellent EBOL system, okay? And also the reports and everything else, keeping track of your driver, that kind of thing, because they have a tracking system and everything else.
Well, super dispatch. I mean, so my understanding from you and your carriers, this is the preferred carrier technology.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Perfect.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think because for one, Beck's company used to dispatch for transporters, so he sees both sides of this too. So he knows how important the information is and how everything works for your EBOL systems and your reports on knowing what you've made for the week, that kind of thing. I think that's one of the main reasons why probably Beck has been so successful when it comes to this stuff, is because he's seen both sides of the picture. Whereas Central Dispatch, they've never done any of this stuff. When I've had my meetings with them, they know nothing until I tell them. You know what I mean? This is how it works. This is what we do. And they still don't get it because they're not in the road doing this with a transporter, as a broker, any of that. And, I can't really blame them, but it's the higher ups should say, okay, we need more people that actually are in the field, or talk to people like Sue, talk to other people like this, and actually get more than just an hour-long meeting with them, right? So that they know really how this works. I mean, I know they hear me, but because they're not actually in the field, I don't think they always understand. When I've explained to them that transporters should not be allowed to list cars because they don't have a broker bond, there's nothing we can follow through to make sure we get paid, they just go, oh, really? So they don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Whereas Beck's been there. He knows it.
Well, you've made a good point. But you, in your conversations, I mean, don't they have some? Because we know this. I know of at least one meeting where they were seeking input from other companies in auto transport. But are you saying that you don't think internally they don't really have anybody like as a user?
I know they don't. The first meeting I took with them, they seriously said, okay, explain to me how you use Central Dispatch. What do you do every day? Because we've never done this. And I literally went through the motions of going through loads, setting up our pages, and that kind of thing. Because they did not understand it.
While we're talking, show me the maintenance screen again, because I think give me a refresh. Is this real? Is it back up or is it? Yeah, let's find out. Okay. Is it up or down? One moment, please. We're just checking. We need verification of some sort. Is Central up or is Central down? We're not sure. We're going to hit refresh. We're not going to hit auto refresh because that'll get you banned. We're just going to hit refresh. One moment, please.
Yep,
oh, hey! Still down for maintenance. So, I guess if you have no idea how this affects your average user, planned maintenance during the day is a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Jen?
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the next... You know what? We'll do next Thursday, down for maintenance.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. Is everybody okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We made them take the car off and put it back at the place.
Jennifer?
They unloaded it. No kidding.
They unloaded it.
Wow.
Jen said, she told him, you're not going to tell us what we're going to do. We are, not only are we a broker, but we're a dispatcher. We've never called a broker and said, you're going to pay me this much money.
Wow, good job, Jen.
So she's just making sure that the car is
That is pretty interesting. And Jen can, and when she finishes the call, she'll be like, yeah, well, yeah, no, I hate you too. By the way, we're live, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Central Dispatch is going back to dial-up, says Rob.
Yeah.
DDD no worse than DAT every Monday is down. Really?
Really?
Oh my gosh. That blows.
Wow. The whole day?
Well, when you're counting millions, 502, 504, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. It was 504. Now
it's 502.
Is this a countdown?
Yeah, exactly.
When we get to 1, it'll be back on.
You know what's really funny is somebody was
Mine's
able
is
to
502.
update the down code, but not anything else. Well, maybe 504 almost had, it's like, you know, it's like the Wright brothers when they're cruising along the rocks. They're like, oh, wait, pull up. Okay, wait. No. Oh, okay, we got that wing taken care of, and now we got this 502 engine problem.
And you know, here's a prime example. I can't give these people any kind of rating of what they just pulled. We can't do anything other than Google because of Central Dispatch's this. I mean, you know what I mean?
Wait, Roberto says is there really an official statement on Twitter or no? That's fake, right? Is there
I don't know. I don't
Somebody
have Twitter.
check Twitter.
Yeah, somebody check Twitter. I don't have it.
Let's see here. What if we go to Twitter?
It's in someplace in Illinois, Chicago area.
Search. I'm gonna search Central. I'm on Twitter, and okay, I clicked on Central Dispatch, and no, I don't know. How do you find latest? I see stuff from 2021.
Their trailer, but they haven't left the yard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good.
I don't know if there's, but here I'm going to share here's the Central Dispatch Twitter account. I just put it in the live chat. If you go to twitter.com/Central DISP1. Does somebody want to, hey, can somebody knock on the Twitter door and be like, hey, listen, your thing is.
I just clicked on it.
We're at 504 again.
Yeah. And it does say on Twitter that Central Dispatch is down, doesn't it?
It does say that
weird?
on Twitter? Where?
You came back on?
Media, likes, replies.
No, this is just a link to follow Central Dispatch, so I don't see it on
I
here.
don't know. So Central, hit refresh. Is it back?
Janice's computer is back on. Let's check this one.
Elena's going to go scream into her pillow.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I'm thinking the same thing.
Gary's. How many people? Who's got a gummy? Right?
Already passed them out across the whole room.
Is it? I think it's gummy time, everybody. Come on, let's get those gummies.
Yeah, it's back on. For how long?
It is back on. Well, at least we took the gummies.
This is why I have a margarita machine in my office, okay?
Yeah.
For days like this.
We had a beer fridge for a while.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I have 2 fridges, but none of us drink beer. It's either wine or margaritas,
No,
okay?
you gotta have a beer. Every dispatch office needs a beer fridge.
That must be a guy thing.
Of course, you won't find that on the RPM blog. Stop.
Pound scream at my pillow.
Yeah, dude. Hashtag scream at my pillow. That is awesome.
Don't blame her.
All right. Well, I mean, we're here. We made it. We landed this plane. Hopefully it stays up.
I don't know. It says one.
It's a family show.
Oh. Just got that one. Sorry. A little behind the times.
Oh shoot. All right. Well, let us know. You know, keep an eye out for the hacking. Elena's got a route scout. Are we able to scout? Oh, we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came back on.
All right. Yeah, Elena, let's do a route scout and then we'll wrap it up.
Let's see if I can get. It's going so slow.
It's going. I'll tell you what. Hold on to your route scouts. Pass out the gummies. Scream into your pillows, because it looks like we're down. Maintenance isn't over. Okay.
Something's wrong because it's taking
Something is
forever
wrong,
for
and
a
I
page
had
to
a
come
feeling.
up.
Yeah, we're not fully back up.
No.
The Wright brothers are pulling the plane into the bay. They're going to check it out.
Alina was being sarcastic.
Oh, it was sarcastic.
Okay, it's not working again.
So you need to put that carrier. Yeah. It's not
Sorry,
working
Alina.
again.
We'll get on it when we can. I would not get on Uma with you.
Hey man, start St. Patrick's Day early.
Oh yeah.
Get something green.
Hey Ben.
Hey, what's up, man? get something green, and enjoy the basketball. March Madness is happening. Did you fill out your bracket? You know. We need a bracket. We need like an auto transport bracket. What would that look like? Yeah, exactly.
I'm not really sure.
Exactly. You can super load board's working.
Yeah.
Right?
You can go there. That's the only place you can
Yeah,
go.
head on over to Super Dispatch. So you have Central. Go to the other one. And then you have Super. Central. Switch the screen for me, Sue. Or
Oh, super. Sorry.
Or Super. There you go. You have a choice. You can either be down for maintenance in the middle of the day,
Or use Super Dispatch.
or you can book some loads.
Yeah.
It's really up to you.
Yeah.
Put your life back on track. Stay tuned to Dispatching Live. We have the news live right here. There is no other show like this. Oh, they are loving this in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think we're screwed for at least the next hour, as would be my guess.
Somebody has a bracket buster in Phoenix. So, what are you going to do? Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to the #1 show in auto transport on Thursdays at noon Central Time, featuring Jay and Sue.
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go. 502, 504. Come on. We don't know.
It's a
We've
flat
got-
tire.
Yeah, we've got our codes down for maintenance. Yeah, why not both, Andrew? Take it away. 502 and 504. That should be the next screen. 502 and 504 down for maintenance. And how long is that going to take? Couple weeks, couple hours?
Better
Who
be
knows?
less than an hour. all I
That's
have
just
to
the
say.
dog yakking on the bone. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Move your business over to Super. All right. All right, everybody. Hey, so I want to thank everybody. This was really an incredible show, full of crazy information, and it just keeps coming. 90
Yeah.
minutes every Thursday. So spread the word. Tell your friends. And don't forget to leave a like and put it in the comments. Share it. And I really appreciate it. Sue,
Yes.
thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you,
problem.
Jen. Well done, Jen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, after 90 minutes, here it is. What do we say, office?
What do we say, office? Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thank you so much for tuning in. 502, 504, whatever it takes. Peace out, everybody. Thank
All right.
you. Bye.